saw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Sacramento, where the Kings will be going up against the Phoenix Suns. And guys, for the Suns, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. You look at the roster of the Suns for this season and the past few seasons, and you'll notice a common theme. Boy, they got a lot of guards. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, it's nice to have a multiple of guys who can handle the basketball, do certain things, change things up. But, you know, sometimes that not having a lead guard hurts you down the stretch.
We're here in California's capital, Sacramento, and a look here at the Capitol building. Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll take a look at the Suns. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
Yeah, looking to stay unbeaten against this team. A win here would get them off to a 2-0 start in this 4-game season series.
And, Greg, it also would solidify their advantage in this matchup. I mean, they want to show, hey, last time was no fluke. This is the way it's going to be all the time. Getting that W could drive that point home.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Parker out there with Towns. Then it's Baylor. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Moncrief in at the 2 spot. Phoenix with the ball. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Here's Richmond. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Baylor against Worthy. Baylor kicks to Towns. And stolen by Nowitzki. Baylor against Porter. We're about 1 minute into the first. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Brooklyn Nets.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Now here's Richmond. He's coming off a 25-point game against Chicago. That's good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Sacramento?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
That's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Porter against Bledsoe. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Drummond. 5th in rebounding and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. I mean, you really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there.
Now here's Bledsoe. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here is Porter, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Here's Nowitzki, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here is Porter after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Puts it up from 12. Porter, no luck. Suns trail by 6. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And Bledsoe, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Sacramento leading by 4. Porter with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. There's the dish to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. Towns with the steal. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Worthy with the defensive effort.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Porter with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Porter kicks to Nowitzki. Pass to Porter. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer, and he gets it to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Now here's Nowitzki. He's guarded closely. Offline from the high post. Suns trail by 6. Bledsoe dishes to Baylor. Phoenix no good that time either.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
It's Richmond on the wing. Teardrop shot. Can't get it to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Bledsoe for 3. Bledsoe with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Bledsoe against Porter. To the paint. Here's It's a beautiful jam.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns drops them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Here is Porter. Richmond outside. James Worthy on the wing. Baylor defending. Here's Porter. And he hits the jump shot. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Porter against Bledsoe. Steps back and shoots. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. The Kings have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Free throw good. Porter. Mutombo, he's checked in for Sacramento. Phoenix also making some changes. Avery Bradley comes in for Baylor, and it's Moutier in for Eric Bledsoe. No good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 9. Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Sidney Moncrief on the wing. Phoenix, no good that time either. Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against Chicago.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Now here's Mutombo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bradley drives in. Passes it to Moutier. And it's sent back by Mutombo. But he stays with it. Kicks it out to Bradley. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Larry Drew.
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Powell, he's checked in for Worthy. Van Exel comes in for Richmond. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Porter. Phoenix also making some changes. Laverne, he's checked in for Towns. Arthur comes in for Parker. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Moncrief. Suns trail by 7. In the corner, Bradley with it. Buries it from three-point range. Bradley's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Payton kicks to Van Exel. He feeds it to Nowitzki. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
First personal foul, team's third.
Sacramento shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Just one.
And the free throw, no good. Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Laverne passes to Moutier. It's rebounded by Payton. Kings leading now by 6. Mutombo sets a screen. Payton drives in. It's stolen. Outside Bradley. Arthur kicks to Fournier. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Laverne. And off the front iron, and in it goes. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Mutombo sets a screen. Out to the wing. Wide open. And the basket by Van Exel. Van Exel's got his second bucket of the night. Suns trail by 6. Now, Moutier. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn. Kicks it to Arthur. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Van Exel dishes to Powell. Nowitzki gets a wide open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Fournier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Payton passes to Nowitzki. Mutombo kicks to Van Exel. Mutombo sets a screen. Dishes it to Powell. They get it again. Nowitzki outside. Back to Mutombo. Bradley against Payton. Mutombo sets a screen. Feeds to Powell. Three-pointer. And he gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 6.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. The Suns #1.
We've talked about rebounding being a key factor in winning. Free throws and free throw percentage is another one of those key factors in winning. This team is the best in the league at making free throws, and that's one of the reasons they're successful.
Bradley kicks to Moutier. Here's Fournier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Bradley. Powell pulls it in.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Suns trail by 6. Moutier kicks to Bradley. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
A chance to take a look at how the Suns are doing right now early in the season. First in free throw percentage, 7th in scoring, and they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
The Kings with a timeout. All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Moutier. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. And here is Payton. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Moutier. 7-point differential. Arthur, no good. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. Van Exel dishes to Powell. Nowitzki kicks to Payton. Now the feed to Mutombo. The shot will not go. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Payton. Got a piece of it. Now here's Moutier. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Sacramento leading by 3. Payton passes to Van Exel. Nowitzki a screen. A leaner. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Van Exel at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Van Exel. And he makes both free throws. Suns trail by 5. Fournier dishes to Moutier. Powell pulls it in.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Pull up Jay. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Kings ahead, leading by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Here is Porter. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Baylor is out there with Parker. Then it's Moncrief. Then there's Towns. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. Now here's Drummond. Here's Worthy. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Baylor. Towns kicks to Parker. It's hauled in by the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Moncrief El Cid with it, and Worthy picks him up defensively. Moncrief against Worthy. A baseline J. Good work defensively by Worthy.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Now here's Richmond. Mutombo passes to Worthy. Clock at 6. Here's Porter. But he gets it back. Pass to Mutombo. Good ball movement here by the Kings. With the teardrop, the shot is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Left side Baylor. It's hauled in by the Kings. Porter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Mutombo sets a screen. Porter with it. Now guarded by Towns. Porter dishes to Worthy. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Worthy's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Sacramento. Suns trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Parker. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
And he's good on the second. Sacramento leading by 7. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Parker with the steal. Bledsoe against Richmond. Bledsoe with it. And the pass to Moncrief. No good. Good D by Drummond. The Kings have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Porter against Bledsoe. Now Porter. 5 points in the game. There's the lob to the hoop. Clock at 4. And he lays in the alley-oop. Richmond's got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Layup off the pick. And Towns lays it in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Bledsoe against Porter. Worthy, a screen on Bledsoe. The open shot by Worthy. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Worthy's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And he's able to get it back. Great open look there. Baylor's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here is Porter. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Got that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Moncrief. The Kings have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And here's Porter. He has 5. Drummond with it. He's picked up by Parker, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Phoenix. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going. And, of course, the Kings. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And checking out Sacramento, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think the plan they have in place is going to get it done. This season could be another long, slow journey through the NBA cellar.
Now here's Porter. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Bledsoe against Porter. They set the screen. And Bledsoe, here we go.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Porter with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Porter kicks to Richmond. A fader. Bledsoe with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside Baylor. No good from outside.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Bledsoe against Porter. He kicks to Mutombo. And that one is stuffed right through.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. The Kings in second.
You know, some teams live and die by the three, but it's important to be able to utilize the three-point shot. It's a great weapon in the game of basketball, and this coach has given this team freedom to look at the three-pointers on a regular basis, and they're pretty good at it.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Mutombo, and the Suns making a change here as well. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Suns trail by 8. Bledsoe outside. And it's sent back by Drummond. Now here's Porter. He's got 7. He dishes it to Richmond. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Bledsoe. Towns kicks to Bledsoe. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The dish to Richmond. Inside. Here's Drummond. Knocks down the 10-footer. And now a 10-point Kings lead.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Pass to Baylor. Bledsoe with it. There's a screen. Passes it to Towns. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Now here's Baylor. 20 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Here's Nowitzki. They're leading by 8. Nowitzki with the screen on Bledsoe. Here's Porter. It's blocked, and they get it back. Another shot. Again, Sacramento.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 6. Baylor up top. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Sacramento leading by 8. Kicks to Nowitzki. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. There's the screen. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Nice D from Nowitzki.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Not enough on that one as it misses.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Sacramento calls timeout. All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
To check out the stats for Towns. 9th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Powell, he's checked in for Worthy. Van Exel comes in for Richmond, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Porter. And the Suns here with a different look. Laverne, he's checked in for Towns. Arthur comes in for Jabari Parker. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Baylor. And it's Moutier in for Eric Bledsoe. And Phoenix has possession. The Kings getting the bucket. They set the pick. Off the pick. Offensive rebound. Laverne. The shot from the low post is good.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And, Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
Now here's Nowitzki. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard. And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Moutier kicks to Arthur. And he's good on the 3-ball. Arthur's got 6.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Fires the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Laverne.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Van Exel against Bradley. The 11-footer. Laverne grabs the miss. Suns trail by 6. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Moutier kicks to Arthur. Here's Laverne, defended by Nowitzki. Takes the 13-footer. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Van Exel dishes to Payton. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Van Exel. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Laverne's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lets it go from deep. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half is now in the books. Kings lead by 6. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, they committed to pounding the ball inside, and they were rewarded for it. Points in the paint. Those kept the defense honest because teams have gotten really good at running the three-point shooters off the line, so getting it inside was a good attack in the first half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
One thing I really liked is their pace, nice and quick. A lot of their buckets came in transition. When they saw opportunity, they took it. It's so important for a team to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and we saw them do exactly that. They should stick with that because it's working. Keep up that transition game.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
It's been a solid outing for Porter. 9 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Here is Porter. Andre Drummond is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Porter. Then it's Worthy. And it's Richmond in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Larry Drew. For Sacramento, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Nowitzki. Both shots good from the stripe. Suns trail by 8. Now Bledsoe. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Bledsoe's got 8 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Porter. He feeds it to Richmond. Nowitzki a screen. Richmond the pass to Nowitzki. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the wing jumper.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Now here's Worthy. To the right side. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Dishes to Baylor. No good. That would have tied it. Sacramento leading by 3. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. 5th, Andre Drummond.
Anytime you can get someone to pull down that many rebounds on a consistent basis, your team has no choice but to do well.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Feeds to Moncrief. To the inside, and stolen by Drummond. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Richmond. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That's how you make an impact with defense. And once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Shot clock at 5. From the baseline. No good from Bledsoe.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Richmond with it. Baylor picks him up. Baylor against Richmond. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Kings lead.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, well, Larry Drew had some advice for his team over that last break. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Drummond. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here is Porter, following the basket by Elgin Baylor. Outside Worthy. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
Tacked a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Fires for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nowitzki a screen. Porter kicks to Nowitzki. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Phoenix. Kings have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good. Porter. Mutombo is checked in for Drummond. And Porter drops them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Parker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Porter against Bledsoe. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room. Clock at 6. Poked away. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Dirk Nowitzki. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. 10th in free throw percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, he's one of the lasers in the game. Just a hard man to put on ice.
Blocking foul called on Mitch Richmond. That's his first.
And the Suns making a change here. Fournier is checked in.
Evan Fournier.
Here's Parker. Sacramento grabs the miss. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Good. Richmond's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Towns.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Sacramento.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And he knocks down the first one. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Kings leading now by 10. And they're pushing it up. Richmond with the bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Parker outside. Towns with it. He's up against Mutombo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
The Suns have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And Towns drops them both. Here is Porter. He's got 11. Down low, picked off in midair. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Towns.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Moncrief kicks to Parker. Lets it fly, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Kings leading now by 10. And here's Porter. The feed to Nowitzki. And that one's good. Nowitzki's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And the Kings making a change here. Van Exel's checked in. Here's Fournier. Now here is Moncrief. Elgin Baylor on the wing. Worthy defending, and they're moving it up. Here's Richmond. Finished off the break. Richmond's got 16 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Now here's Worthy. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low post scoring threats. 4th, Dirk Nowitzki.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Richmond.
Well, Mitch Richmond in this one, he has 17 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
And Phoenix making a change here. Moutier is checked in. No good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 15. Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by Worthy. Worthy's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Van Exel kicks to Nowitzki. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Mutombo, and he gets the bucket. Mutombo's got 6.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And he gets the bucket.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Defensive foul. Carl-Anthony Towns. First personal foul, team score.
Some changes for Sacramento. Foul, he's checked in for Worthy. And it's Payton in for Richmond. And then for Phoenix, Laverne, he's checked in for Towns. Arthur comes in for Baylor. And it's Avery Bradley in for Moncrief.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Now here's Bradley. He's got 6 from past the arc. Powell pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
They grabbed their own miss. Mutombo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Suns trail by 19. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Pass to Fournier. They set the pick. He kicks to Laverne. Can't get it to go. Mutombo with some nice D. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Powell dishes to Payton. And that one goes long.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Over to the left wing. Here's Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Mutombo, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Here's Moutier. Sacramento making their last shot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's Laverne missing. Sacramento leading by 21. Nowitzki a screen. Payton outside. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Payton's got his second basket of the night. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now here's Moutier, covered by Payton. And there's the pass to Bradley. The dish to Moutier. And stolen by Payton. Good. Payton's got 6 points.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And it's Bradley off the drive, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Let's take a look here at the Kings and how they're stacking up as this season ramps up right now. Second in three-point field goal percentage. 6th in blocks. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
You know, you go back to their three-point field goal percentage, some true dead eyes on their roster, no doubt. And that's such a luxury offensively. They have been absolutely lights out.
Now here's Bradley. He's got 8, 2 on the clock, and the jumper is good. Bradley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Powell. Back to Payton. Phoenix grabs the miss. Laverne's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bradley kicks to Laverne. He dishes it to Moutier. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. A baseline J, and that one comes up a bit short. Sacramento leading by 23. Nowitzki a screen. Payton kicks to Powell. He used that pick to get in close. Powell's got 10.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Here's Fournier, and no good trying to get that one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Kings on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back with you right after this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Suns shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. On the court for the Suns, Bledsoe is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Green, then it's Arthur, and it's Laverne in at the 5. Roman the paint.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Down low, pass to Powell. Just 3 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Misses off the right iron. And here are the Suns now. Bledsoe kicks to Laverne. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Here's Powell. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The shot, no good. Suns trail by 21. Hollis Jefferson passes to Bledsoe. Green, the screen. Bledsoe dishes to Green. There's the 3. They get it back. The second effort. The second chance effort. It's deflected. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Nance a screen to the inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Yeah, they've taken it up a notch. Clark looking very confident right now.
Now here's Bledsoe. The rebound by Withy. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They set the pick. McDermott kicks to Withy. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
This is what this team is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success. That's their identity. They're a pounded inside team, and that's what they're showing us.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Shooting just 1.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
And Moncrief gets it to go.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Passes to Withy. Kicks to Richmond. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Towns with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And it's sent back by Drummond.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Take a look at what Baylor's been doing. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Shooting from Sacramento, Elgin Baylor. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Sacramento. He hits the second from the line. Sacramento with the ball. Porter with it. He feeds it to Nowitzki. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bledsoe kicks to Moncrief. Bledsoe against Porter. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Shot's good.
Wow, what quickness, Kevin. He may be a small guy, but his speed makes it awfully tough to stay in front of him.
Richmond against Moncrief. Nowitzki with the screen on Moncrief. Dishes it to Porter. Nowitzki sets a screen for Porter. And Baylor with the block. 4-on-3 break. Moncrief, El Cid with it. Now guarded by Porter. Feeds it to Parker. Shot is off. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
But they'll get another chance. Nowitzki, good.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The Suns have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And Bledsoe, here we go. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. Sacramento leading by 23. Now Porter. Nowitzki a screen. Porter with it. He's picked up by Parker. 4 on the clock. Porter passes to Richmond. Shoots it. It's hauled in by the Suns. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Drummond a screen. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Nowitzki. The baseline J. Again, the miss by Nowitzki. The Suns shooting 40% in the fourth. From 17 feet out. Here's Towns. Cannot hit. Richmond with the defensive effort. And the Kings shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Worthy dishes to Porter. Nowitzki with the screen on Bledsoe. He lobs it up. Close the alley-oop jam. The Suns shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And there's the feed to Moncrief. And again, it's the Suns missing. Sacramento leading by 23. Richmond kicks to Porter. Richmond outside. Pass to Worthy. True on the 14-footer.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Moncrief against Richmond. Towns, the pass to Parker, and stolen by Nowitzki. And there's the pass to Richmond. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Takes the three. The shot is off.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
The dish now to Richmond. He kicks to Nowitzki. Pass to Porter. Drummond a screen. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked. Richmond against Bledsoe. He dishes it to Moncrief. Kicks it out to Baylor. Baylor can't get that one to fall.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Porter with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Richmond outside. Shot clock at 6. Nowitzki a screen. Porter outside. Kept alive by Sacramento. Drummond. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. On offense, here are the Suns. There's the pick. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Technical foul.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And the Suns here with a different look. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Towns. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Baylor. Fournier's checked in for Moncrief. And it's Moutier in for Eric Bledsoe. Fournier for 3, but they get it back. Second chance shot. The putback, the follow-up jam.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful.
Now here's Nance. Passes it to Van Exel. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Powell dishes to Withy. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Phoenix has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And here's Moutier. Here's Hollis Jefferson. To the wing on the left. Corner shot. Moutier with the basket.
Assist from Rondé Hollis.
Now here's Payton. Nance outside to the wing on the left. Nance a screen. Here's Powell. To the middle. Withy gets the bucket.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
And the Suns here with a different look. Towns, he's checked in for Arthur. Baylor comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Moncrief, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Moutier. Outside Baylor. There's the screen. Baylor a screen on Porter. Phoenix no good that time either.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Nowitzki a screen. Porter kicks to Nowitzki. Looking to get it going. Elgin Baylor pulls it in. The Suns shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Towns kicks to Moncrief. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Nowitzki's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Porter against Bledsoe. Richmond for three. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Bledsoe against Porter. Bledsoe passes to Parker. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Sacramento.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Well, I tell you, look at these teams, Greg. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Drummond. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
On defense, the Kings, after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Karl Anthony Towns. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Payton with the ball. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Now here's Van Exel. Guarded closely. Drummond, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And he gets it to go.
How about the leaner? Only the guys with the sweetest of strokes can pull that off in traffic.
Here's Powell. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Andre Drummond. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
Well, Andre Drummond asserted himself in a big way in this game. He is a terrifying presence, and tonight he was fully motivated and engaged. His rebounding on both ends of the court has always been sensational. The man was just a monster in the paint.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderfully